Hey guys, it's Zoe. I'm going to be doing a middle school makeup look in this video. A little disclaimer, this is just my personal preference, what I think is good for middle school. You can take away some of these products, you can add more. Also, this doesn't have to just be if you are in middle school. You can wear this if you're a senior in high school. You can wear this as an adult to work. It's just an everyday, natural, fresh, really easy makeup look for beginners or someone who doesn't like a lot of makeup. Almost like a no makeup look, but it's a little bit more than that. If you're not allowed to wear makeup, then don't do it. You don't have to wear makeup in middle school, but this is for people who do want to wear makeup, and this is what I think is a good everyday beginner or preteen, teenager makeup look. So first, I'm just going to moisturize my face. This is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel. It's not Drugstore, but as long as you find a moisturizer that is oil-free, or if you have dry skin, you can get one that's super moisturizing. They have a ton at the drugstore, like Clean and Clear, Neutrogena, all of that. So you just want to make sure you have a clean face and prep your skin for the makeup. Next, I'm going to be using concealer. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 10 Light. Unless you have really bad skin, or again if it's a special occasion, I don't recommend like foundation or anything too heavy unless you've already been practicing on how to do it. There is tutorials if you want like a natural looking coverage. If you want more than a concealer, I would recommend a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream. I will link my video down below explaining what they are. They're basically lighter weight than a foundation, so they're going to even out your skin tone, but they're not going to cover your skin. Your natural skin will still show through, but the redness is going to be gone, and it's kind of just going to even it out with a light layer and still look natural. So I recommend a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer if you wanted to do that, maybe if you're in 8th grade or have been wearing makeup for a while. But just for this video, since it is 6th, 7th, and 8th all together, I'm going to keep it kind of in the middle. So I'm going to use a concealer, and a concealer is going to conceal things. So first I'm going to take it under my eyes to get rid of the dark circles, discoloration, and all of that, and make it one color. And I'm also putting it on my eyelid to get rid of the veins and also brighten those up. I'm going to use this concealer to conceal any blemishes, scarring, red spots, or imperfections that I don't want to show. Again, this would be up to your skin on what you would do after this. This is all scarring. I'm just going to cover that up. And see, I'm not putting anything all over my face. I'm just putting the coverage where I need it, which is going to look more natural and still get rid of the redness. Now our face is concealed, but it's not going to be heavy. And then I'm just going to set that with this Neutrogena Skin Clearing Mineral Powder. Again, you can get any kind literally all over the drugstore. And I'm just going to take that, and since I didn't really put much coverage on, I'm going to buff it into my skin, but the spots I put the concealer, I'm going to pat it over. This is a personal preference, but powder helps set your makeup and keep it in place all day, especially if you have oily skin so you don't look shiny. But if you want to just put the powder where you put the concealer, you can do that. But since I have oily skin, and to give me a light coverage, I'm going to put it all over. Taking a blush. This is the NYX blush in the color Peach. Even though it's like a bubblegum pink color, you can find NYX at Ulta and Target. And I'm just going to be putting that on my cheeks. Just to add a little color. We're not doing highlighter or bronzer. I feel like that's too much for middle school, or just at least for every day, unless it's, again, a special occasion. And blush is kind of more natural. It looks like you have rosy cheeks, and it'll just brighten up your face so you don't look flat or dull, and it's just going to give you some color, but not be too heavy. So I'm just going to smile and put it on the apples of my cheeks and my cheekbones and kind of bring it up to my temples. Okay, so I'm going to brush mine out with a little spoolie brush, or you can get one of these brushes, either way, and just kind of brush the hairs in place. If you have dark eyebrows already or full eyebrows and you're happy with them, just set it with a clear mascara or an eyebrow gel, because that's going to set the hairs in place so they don't move throughout the day and kind of just keep the shape, but it's not going to do anything. Or you can get a tinted eyebrow gel if you just want 2-in-1. This is the Professional Natural Lash from CoverGirl, and this is the Great Lash Clear Mascara. You can use anything to set them in place. It's kind of like a hairspray for your eyebrows, but I'm going to fill mine in and then set them. This is the Avon Ultra Luxury Brow Liner in light golden brown. We're going to move on to the eyes, which is probably what everyone wants to do in middle school. So this is the Rimmel Exaggerate Undercover Shadow Primer, and this is going to prep your eyelids for eyeshadow because throughout the school day, if you have oily eyelids and everything, the eyeshadow can come off or crease and the colors won't show up as well. So if you use some kind of primer, and this one's from the drugstore, then it will keep your shadows lasting all day long, so you don't have to try to reapply it. And for eyeshadow, you just want to go with any neutral or light shades that match your skin tone the most or similar to your skin tones. You don't want to use bright purples or pinks for every day. This is the LA Colors eyeshadow in the shade Traditional. It's a little palette. If you don't have a brush, you can use your fingers, you can use a little sponge tip applicator that come with them, you can use a Q-tip, anything like that. I'm going to take a darker shade than my skin tone, but not, you know, too dark. So I'm going to take this shade right here, kind of like a chocolate brown. And it's okay if they're a little bit shimmery, because when you're young it doesn't have to be, you know, completely matte. And I'm just going to put this right here where my eyelids open and kind of do windshield wiper motions and bring it back and forth. But you want the most color on the outside, and I'm going to take a fluffier brush, or you can just take a clean sponge or brush and just blend it out in circular motions. So the color's still there, but there's no harsh lines. Do this color down here that matches my skin tone the most, and just put that on my eyelid. And I'm going to highlight my eyes. So I'm first going to take this peachy color right here, and I'm going to take it on a clean side and put it on my brow bone underneath my brow and blend that in. And the reason I'm doing this is because it's going to brighten up your eyes, especially if you use a darker color here, and it's going to make them look more awake, and it's going to make your eyes look bigger and open them up. You can either use the same shade or you can use an even lighter one. I'm going to use this white right here and on another clean side, and this is going to be for the inner corner on the inner tear duct, like this, and kind of V-shape, and I will blend it out with my finger. Now I'm going to curl my eyelashes because that's going to instantly make them look more awake and open up your eyes. So now for mascara, again, it's a personal preference. I would recommend a brown, black, or a plain brown if you have like blonde eyelashes or red hair and you think black is too harsh or looks too weird on your eyelashes, especially if you're in 6th grade. But if you want to use black, by all means use black. Everyone uses mascara. Even if you don't wear any other makeup, mascara is like always great. But for clear, again, you can use a clear one and just coat your lashes nicely, because it's not going to give any color or darken them, but it's really going to lengthen and thicken them and make it look like your eyelashes are naturally that long and stuff. But this is the CoverGirl Full Lash Bloom in the black shade, since I don't have a brown. And I feel like even if you use a black, it's really not too much for middle school, in my opinion, mascara in general, because everyone wears mascara. As long as you don't, you know, put on a ton of layers. Last and final step is lips. So you can just put a chapstick on and leave. You can do a tinted chapstick, or you can do a light pink lipstick, anything like that. A nude lipstick would be nice, kind of like a Your Lips but better shade. I'm just going to use a lip gloss. This is the CoverGirl Wet Slicks Fruit Spritzels Lip Gloss in 505 Guava Splash. Just a squeezy tube, light baby pink. You can do a clear lip gloss. Anything is really fine as long as it's not bright red or a dark color. You can even use a light lipstick. And you're done with the middle school makeup.